SUNY Oswego students march in solidarity with civilians in Gaza. Why tensions are high on campus over the ongoing conflict in the Middle East.
And it's opening day for Syracuse Mets. What's bringing fans to the ballpark this year?
And tensions are high in the city of Oswego as the most recent property tax assessments have lasting impacts on renters and property owners.
This is Oswego Now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Thomas Caffarella.
And I'm Jolie Santiago.
Confusion, frustration, and aggravation. That's how the city of Oswego property owners are feeling after the most recent property tax assessment.
The city is doing a reassessment for the first time in 27 years. That extraordinary gap means some property owners are paying more than their fair share. I went to City Hall to speak with some property owners waiting to talk to the city assessor about their assessments. Here's what they had to say. Residents who want to contest their assessment have to meet with the city assessor by the final deadline of May 1st. They can only challenge their assessed value on their property. More information on contesting your assessment is available on New York State's tax and finance website, but we'll link you right there. It's oswegonow.net.
An expected late state budget, making it the third year in a row. Governor Kathy Hochul delivered a bill to state legislators to push back the yearly state budget to the 4th, the original deadline being April 1st. Some of those discussions causing last year's state budget to be late are still talking points this year, like tax breaks for housing developers, incentivizing building in New York State, and more strict penalties for assaulting retail workers.
As Israel continues its military offensive into Gaza, blocking large-scale aid from entering the Strip, UN humanitarian groups say the majority of population in Gaza is facing imminent starvation. This has sparked widespread protests across the world, including here at SUNY Oswego.
Here on campus, students are trying to learn more about the conflict. And this week, students organized a demonstration on campus to spread awareness and demand action from the SUNY Oswego system. SUNY Oswego Now's Kyle Schnaufer has the story.
SJP Oswego is planning to hold more events like the rally in the future. Other campus organizations like Jewish Life and the Muslim Student Association are also planning more events to educate students on the war in Gaza.
And moving on, it's the last week of Women's History Month. And according to the latest census report, women still make about 71 cents on the dollar compared to some men with the same education level.
And in an effort to address gender disparities in the workplace, SUNY Oswego has launched its first ever Women's Empowerment Summit. What started out as a panel for women in entertainment expanded into a campus-wide event. The summit's creator and career coach, Megan Mazzacone, says discussion topics included self-advocacy and salary negotiation, both important conversations to empower women.
We're a group that needs to support each other. We're still not making as much as our male counterparts, and I think there's a lot of education and support around women, so we wanted to do a big event to do that.
Students and panelists say that these conversations can help women advocate for equality in the workforce. Mazzacone hopes that this event will be the beginning of an annual tradition.
And it's the opening day for the Syracuse Mets, and fans are booming with excitement. The Mets are taking on the Rochester Red Wings right now. Our Kaylee Richmond is live at the NBT Stadium with the latest. Kaylee.
Thank you, Thomas and Julie. It is opening day here at NBT Bank Stadium, and the Syracuse Mets are facing the Rochester Red Wings in their first game of the season. Let's take a look at the game right now. We're currently at the top of the 9th inning. The Syracuse Mets are leading the Red Wings 6-2. It's been a pretty high energy game and a great start for the Syracuse Mets as they start their season off right. Now, the house was packed earlier today, but the true fans have stayed here. It's a bit cold outside, but the sun is out now. It's starting to warm up a little bit more. As I said before, the fans have stayed here, especially the true fans such as Ryan Fox. Here's what he had to say about his Mets experience.
Well, I mean, I've been involved in the baseball here since I was a kid, so it's just kind of a ritual of spring, something that I enjoy, do it with my family, come watch baseball, and just have fun, maybe get a beer, I don't know.
It's about 41 degrees outside here in Syracuse, New York, but let's check and see what the weather's like in Oswego, New York. Let's take a look at your forecast with meteorologist Aurora Fitzgerald. Aurora?
Thanks, Kaylee. You are definitely right. It is definitely cold out there. Even in Syracuse, it is still very chilly. Right now, it's currently 38 degrees in Oswego, so it's still around that 40, 41 degrees, same as Syracuse, no matter where you go. Now, it is springtime, but where are these spring temperatures? We're seeing 38 right now, and it's not really feeling like it. I don't know about those groundhogs and what they think, but doesn't really look like that. I'll have my full forecast coming right up, but for now, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Aurora. The solar eclipse is just under 2 weeks away. The city of Oswego is expected to welcome approximately 20 to 30,000 people for the total solar eclipse.
Oswego Mayor Rob Cardino says that the tourism on the day of the eclipse will help boost the local economy for the city of Oswego.
Well, certainly it will help over that weekend. On Saturday, we're promoting Small Business Saturday. And then on Sunday, the day before the eclipse, we're going to have a little block party right here on West 1st Street. So many of the restaurants and businesses that are usually closed on a Sunday will be open. So that should help businesses that day.
Mayor Cordino says as long as the weather holds up, the eclipse will be a great opportunity for the city of Oswego. And make sure to tune into our solar eclipse broadcast right here on Oswego Now's YouTube channel on April 8th. Our live coverage begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
As winter lingers, the city of Oswego is waiting for an extended stretch of warmer weather. Oswego Now's Megan Gagno has the story.
That's right. As the weeks continue, I know myself, along with many others, are left wondering, when will it finally feel like spring again? I had the chance to talk to an Oswego native who is the owner of a newly established acai bar called Crumb, and he may be able to give Oswego residents just what they're looking for.
Coming up from the labs of SUNY Oswego, one professor and a team of students have earned a patent for their research on ionic wind propulsion.
Stay tuned as we break down the latest developments on the new FAFSA form and what the new FAFSA means for you and your educational journey.